Are you? Really? The question hung in the air, heavy, unavoidable. The Duke's eyes did not move from her face, sharp, observing, unforgiving. You're not what you claim to be. The girl standing before him didn't flinch, but something in her eyes shifted. Just for a second, and that was enough, because in that moment, the truth was already beginning to unravel. But what the Duke didn't know was that some lies are told to protect the heart, and some truths come too late to save it. The Palace of Valterra was not a place for secrets. Every corridor had ears, every shadow had eyes. Servants whispered, nobles watched, and trust was a rare and dangerous thing. At the center of it all stood Duke Alexander, a man known for seeing what others missed. Nothing escaped him. Not lies, not intentions, not people. Which is why, when she arrived, he noticed. She came quietly. No grand entrance, no attention, just another girl among many. Her name was Lyria, a new addition to the palace staff, assigned to the inner halls. Simple dress, soft voice, lowered gaze, invisible. Or at least that's what she wanted everyone to believe. Because Lyria had learned something long ago. The safest place to hide is when no one is looking. But she made one mistake. She entered a palace where someone always was. The Duke saw her on the third day. Not because she stood out, but because she didn't. She moved too carefully, spoke too precisely, watched too much. A servant does not observe like that. A servant does not carry silence, like it is a shield. And most of all, a servant does not meet his gaze and look away just a second too late. That was the moment, the first crack in the illusion. And from that moment on, Duke Alexander began to watch her. Not with curiosity, but with certainty, because he had seen enough lies in his life to recognize one. From that day forward, Duke Alexander paid attention. Not openly, not obviously, but carefully. He noticed how she moved through the halls, never rushing, never lingering, always present, but never seen. And yet, she saw everything. A servant dropped a tray. She stepped forward before anyone else. A noble raised his voice. Her eyes flickered, just briefly, as if measuring the danger. She spoke little, but when she did, her words were precise, too precise. She's not ordinary, the Duke murmured one evening. And once that thought took root, it refused to leave. It happened in the library, a place few servants were allowed. The Duke stood near the tall shelves, reading, silent, focused, until he sensed it, a presence. He didn't turn immediately. Servants are not permitted here, he said calmly. Then, I was sent to clean, Your Grace. Her voice, soft, steady, not afraid. That alone made him turn. She stood near the doorway, head slightly bowed, hands folded, perfect posture, perfect tone, too perfect. What is your name? He asked. Lyria, Your Grace? He studied her. Not her appearance, her reaction. People reveal truth in moments like this, but she revealed nothing. And that was the problem. Look at me, he said. Slowly, she lifted her gaze, and for a brief moment, their eyes met. There it was again, that flicker, that hidden depth. Not fear, not submission. Something else, something controlled. You've been here 3 days, he said. Yes, Your Grace. And yet, you move as though you've always known this palace. A pause. I learn quickly. The answer came too easily, too smoothly, and the Duke noticed. Do you? He said quietly. She said nothing, but her silence spoke louder than words. There was something about him. Lyria had prepared for many things. Suspicion, danger, exposure. But not this. Not the way his eyes seemed to look past her words and into something deeper. It unsettled her. For the first time since entering the palace, she felt seen, and that was dangerous. Because being seen meant being known, and being known meant losing everything she was hiding. As she turned to leave, his voice stopped her. "Lyria?" She paused. "Yes, Your Grace?" A brief silence. Then, "Be careful." Her heart skipped slightly. Of what? He didn't answer immediately. Instead, he held her gaze just long enough to make his meaning clear. Of being noticed. And in that moment, she understood. The game had already begun.